Hi guys, I know it's been a while, but I just wanted to do a quick video just to encourage your hearts. I feel like there's been a lot going on recently with the coronavirus, and it's made people very fearful and made them panic. But I just want to encourage you to know that God is still on the throne, and God is still bigger than every situation that will present itself like a giant in our lives, as Sean said before. So don't focus on, oh my gosh, there's a virus, and start to panic, but really just take a step back and just remain prayerful. Of course, still take the precautions to keep being clean and stuff, but don't worry guys, don't stress, because stress and worry it's not of God. And in my spirit, I don't feel like that's what God wants for us as a people. Have to really trust and believe in that, and live in the spirit and not live in the flesh. The flesh will listen to the noise that is around, the bad reports, and just become reactive, but the spirit man will take it in and will respond, should I say, with wisdom and understanding, and not allow the situation or what's being said to overpower us in our minds. Those of us who are children of God and believe God, or say that we believe God, I feel like this is a time where we should up our prayer life and not become fearful and just consumed and act like the world. Like, we are in the world, but we are not of the world. We are not the same. So we should not be responding the same way that the world responds. We should be a light to them. We should be a peace to them. We should be an example to them of how to be. And God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind, guys. Remember the power of the God that you're serving, and do not allow the outside noise to, infiltrate into your minds and your hearts, and, make you act that out like in panic, and, just start acting as though you don't serve a God who is just all powerful, all knowing. Come on guys, let's really, step up our prayer lives and become more prayerful, and really just, get closer to him. That's something that I'm trying to do in my own personal walk. I do pray for anybody who does actually have the coronavirus, that you will make full health recovery, and that it doesn't get your spirit down too much, because I believe that God is an awesome God, and there's nothing too hard for him. So just don't allow these situations, guys, to make you just lose hope completely. As humans, we need hope to keep going. I always used to say to my dad, Dad, God can change our situation like that if he wanted to. When I was going through certain situations, and I never understood, sometimes, why doesn't he just change it? And over the years, I've understood that sometimes God allows certain situations to happen because there's something that we have to learn from it. And it just kind of came to me now that, imagine this whole thing is going on right now because there's a lesson that we need to learn as a people, or some type of discipline in our own lives, but instead we panic and lose faith instead of drawing closer to God. And the reason why I say that is because when I was going through what I was going through with my sister, when she ended up going to hospital, I was like, yes, okay, she's in hospital now, yeah, the doctors are going to know. And I really trusted in the doctors and really felt like they would know what to do. And God bless them, they didn't really know. However, guys, the minute that I understood that it was only God that could get me through, or us through, the situation, he turned it around in literally 10 minutes, literally. And I say that because there became a point in my life where I realized, you know what, I can't put my trust in man, I have to put my trust in God. And I went back to him and I was like, God, please give me insight, help me understand what's going on. And he did exactly that. And from 7 days from the day that I asked him for insight, he gave me insight that same day. 7 days from that day, my sister was walking out the hospital. So I'm saying it to say that stop putting your trust in all these other stuff and these other sources. Really trust and believe God for your answer, whatever it is that you're hoping for. Trust and believe God for it, because it's in him. And sometimes there's something that we have to learn. And for me, my lesson was to learn not to just put your trust in man. So for me, guys, the lesson was to not put my trust in man, but to put my trust in God, because man will fail you. And sometimes they don't know. Look what's going on now. They don't even have a cure for the virus. They're saying you should stay in your house and you will naturally, recover, but they don't actually have the answer. God has the answer. That's the difference. And he's the one telling us not to be fearful and not to be scared, because that's not the spirit that he gave us. So doesn't it make I understand, like, with everything going on, sometimes it's hard, but we have to try, guys, to, you know, block out the noise and the media, you know, mute it, and literally just put our trust in God, because he's the one that's gonna, you know, change our situation. And yeah, so maybe consider, you know, sometimes we go through certain situations and it's a test to see our faith. How are we going to deal with that situation? How are we going to handle that situation? And what is going to be drawn out of us through that situation? I feel like I drew so much strength from the situation that I went through with my sister. Strength that I didn't know that I had. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, just trust him, guys. Just trust him. He knows all. Like, he's... I'm in debt to him. I'm so grateful to him, forever grateful to him. And I am going to have that mindset because of what he's done. But I really pray that you have your own personal experience where you have that same confidence and tenacity when you think of the goodness of Jesus, because he's just awesome, guys. Period. He's awesome. And there's nothing that he can't do. There's nothing too hard for him. And so just consider, maybe there's something for me to learn in this situation. So yeah, guys, I pray that you receive everything in love. Stay blessed and speak to you soon. Bye.